We are back with another edition of what?
Couple Movie Watchers.
Today we're going to break down the top 10 movies at the box office for June 14th through June 16th. We're just going to start. Want to start from the top or the bottom?
The top.
The top? All right. We ain't going to waste no time. We're going to start at the number one movie. We actually just finished seeing it. We'll do a review later, and that's what?
Inside Out 2.
Dos. Inside Out Dos, okay? We just seen Inside Out
Spanish?
2. A little un poquito español. We just seen Inside Out 2. It was a really good movie. It really shows that people will go see a movie if it's worth it. This movie made $155 million at the box office. So it killed it at movie theaters
This weekend.
A lot of people went to go see it. We really enjoyed it. It was a good movie overall. What did you think?
Well, I want to talk about how, like, it was just a good story, animation, and everything. So,
all right, we'll hold that off for our review. We don't want to give it too much too fast.
Okay,
all right,
okay.
we'll break that down later. So, but overall, this movie killed it. Worldwide, it made another $140 million at the box office. So, in total, it made $295 million. I just want a couple $1 million. So, this movie did really well. I think if you make a movie that people want to see, not only see, you have to make a movie that people want to see that's good and that's marketed really well. And that will get people out into the theaters. And this shows that movies aren't dead. They're just not getting the right products, and they're not marketing the right products to the right people.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 2 is Bad Boys Ride or Die. This movie's killing it still. We seen this last weekend.
Oh, yeah, it was good, too.
It was pretty good. This is the Will Smith, Martin Lawrence movie. It made $33 million this past weekend. Just a dip of 41%. So Will Smith is back, and so is my boy Martin Lawrence. It's good to see them both doing well.
Yeah.
So it's doing really amazing. That's another movie we really like. We actually have AMC A plus, which we actually, if you want us to do a video about that, let us know. We might talk about that as well in a future video. But overall, this movie's killing it. In total, worldwide, it made $214 million. So Will Smith is definitely back. He's I'm not even gonna go there. I was gonna say something.
Let's not go.
Let's not go there. Let's keep it good.
The movie was pretty good. Worth to watch.
Yeah. So it was number 1. Now it's number 2. And coming in number 3. Can you imagine? It's actually
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
This movie went from number 5 to number 3, and it's actually a really good movie, solid movie. I really enjoyed it.
That's the first movie we watched this summer. Summertime.
It was the first movie. Just we gotta.
And it was pretty good. We liked it.
Definitely solid. It's been out for 6 weeks now, so it's definitely killing
number
it.
3, man.
It's number 3. It actually went up from number 5 to number 3 last weekend, which is actually really amazing.
Still holding up.
Still holding strong, making $5.2 million this weekend, for a grand total of $157 million domestically. But you look at the worldwide total, this movie is doing really good at $374 million. Really amazing, really good movie. But it also shows, if you don't rush it to streaming, unlike some of the other movies we're going to talk about, and if it's a good movie, it has a solid hold and people are still watching it. And it's only down 4% from the previous weekend. So
nice.
It's doing really solid. Coming in at number 4 is a movie that you don't want to see, and that's the Garfield movie.
Garfield movie.
I had to put you on blast. This movie made $5 million this past weekend.
I just don't know Chris Pratt as Garfield. I don't see it.
You don't have to see it because it's just his voice. He got the magic voice. Okay.
I don't know about his voice, man. You gotta have Garfield's voice. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think.
No, it's been doing pretty good. So in total, it made $78 million at the domestic box office. Worldwide, it made about, let's see what it made worldwide. It made $217 million worldwide since it's been out. So Garfield is doing pretty good. We might still see it. We'll see what's up. Coming in at number 5 is actually the M. Night Shyamalan Daughters movie. The Watchers. It made $3.6 million. This movie was okay.
This one was creepy though. It got me scared.
Yeah, it didn't get me scared, but I thought it was an okay movie.
No, for me, it got me really scared. I like the way they captured the scary parts. So
Yeah, it had its moments.
yeah,
Would I rush to see it? Probably not. But if you see it at a good screen, um, you got
we were
nothing to
trying
do.
out the A plus,
Yeah, why
A
not,
plus
right?
movies.
This movie made $23 million worldwide. It's definitely struggling, and it'll probably be on streaming sooner rather than later.
Mm.
Coming in at number, what is this, 6? It's If. You actually enjoyed this
I
movie.
like that one.
Yeah, it's
I
really
think
good.
that's one's my favorite out of all the movies we've seen recently. For me, especially.
It was a good movie, but I would go probably Bad Boys, Kingdom of the Planet of the
I'm
Apes,
just saying,
and Inside Out too. Yeah, but it was
If
good.
is my favorite out of all the movies we've seen so far, and I'm glad it's still in the top 10.
It's funny. We actually seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 6 top movies, not counting Garfield. So we've seen basically every movie on this list for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So If made $3.4 million at the box office, with a grand total of, let's look at the worldwide number.
Mm-hmm.
It made about $173 million worldwide. So If it's not doing too shabby. You know what I mean? Ryan Reynolds got that love. Not like this other movie we're about to talk about. Furiosa Mad Max Saga. This movie totally flopped. Made $2.4 million this past weekend at the domestic box office.
Yeah.
For a total of $63 million domestically. When you look at the worldwide total, it did about $160 million. 97 of that was from overseas. So people really like this movie more so outside of the U.S. versus inside. But overall, I seen it. I thought it was a cool movie. Yeah, it was good to see. We seen it on IMAX. I had a good time with it. She actually fell asleep for
I
a
did
bit.
in the beginning
So
of it.
this,
But at the end, it was pretty good. The
Yeah.
action was pretty good.
I think this movie should have been made with a smaller budget. I
It
think the
actually
budget was
made
too big.
me. It made me want to watch the second part, which is the movie that came before this one.
Yeah, Mad Max Fury Road. And actually, going back and watching Mad Max Fury Road, because like looking back at it, it's like, man, I didn't think they did a good job with Mad Max. But then when you watch it again, it's like, okay, he wasn't that bad in the movie. It was actually okay. But growing up on the original saga, which we got to see still, it's just a different feel. And it's unfortunately, it sounds like because of this movie, the Mad Max saga is dead. But I don't know how you could blame the Mad Max saga based off of kind of like a spinoff, right?
Yeah.
It's like saying we're not going to do any more Batman movies because Robin failed,
Yeah.
or the Batgirl, which they can, right? You're still going to do Batman movies just because Furiosa might have flopped. Doesn't mean that people don't want to see Mad Max. It might just mean people that still want to see Furiosa, which is two separate things.
Yeah.
So, which I don't hear a lot of people talking about, which, it is what it is. And this is another movie I really like. I think it would have done a lot better if it wasn't for, people seeing ads on streaming. And that's The Fall Guy.
The Fall Guy.
Fall Guy. Really fun movie.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Ryan Gosling, unfortunately, it looks like he's just not a star. Barbie didn't help him out. His movies flop all the time. Unfortunately, even though I like this movie, some of his movies, The Fall Guy just didn't make it. It made $1.5 million this past weekend with a total of about $87 million. And when you look at the worldwide number, it made $169 million worldwide. So it's a tragedy. If you like this movie, let us know in the comment section, man. This is a movie I feel like I really want to see this movie do well. Unfortunately, it didn't, and we probably will never see it. It's another sequel. And then actually coming in at number 10, 9, 10, and 11. Actually, no. That's my bad. Number 9
is The Strangers,
Stranger
Chapter
Things
1.
Chapter 1. Making $760 million at the domestic box office this past weekend, with $33 million in total. And when you expand that internationally, it made a total of about $40 million worldwide. This movie was okay. Would I rush to see it in the theaters? No. But if I was bored and I like this type of movie, I might catch it. If not, then pass. You know what I mean? It's just like whatever.
I think The Watchers was better than this one.
Yeah, the Watchers get a slight edge above The Strangers, which is Chapter 1. I think they already did 2 and 3. So, let's see, that was actually a waste of time. Coming in at number 10 and 11, we have The Lord of the Rings,
They're
The
still in the
Fellowship of the
top.
Rings, and The Two Towers. So they re-released these movies this past weekend. The Fellowship of the Rings made 632,000, and The Two Towers made 490,000 this past weekend. So overall, solid box office for an old movie.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Get ready for our next video. Peace.
Peace.